Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This video is about things you need to know before going to grad school. I am currently a graduate student in business and information systems, and I feel like there are some things I wish I was told before going to grad school, simply because it would have helped me. Not because I wouldn't have gone anyways, because I wanted to go, but like I would have preferred if I spoke to someone that went to grad school already. So these are things you should know before going to grad school. It's not a complete or comprehensive list. This is just something I put together. I got ideas from my friends, my boss, just for myself. And I feel like if you're going to grad school, this is a good video to watch. So first thing you should know is don't rush into it. It is not running away. Don't rush into it. Take your time. Think about it thoroughly. Do you want to go? What are the pros and what are the cons? Is it worth it? Ask those questions. Don't just decide like overnight that you're going to grad school, except I don't know. Next, start making plans at least a year before you graduate. If you're currently an undergraduate student and you plan to go to graduate school immediately after your graduation, I would advise that you go and make plans at least a year before you graduate. And if you're graduating in less than a year, then start making plans right now. Why I say this is because a lot of schools offer some kind of scholarship, partial scholarship or full scholarship. And if you decide that you're going to apply late, you might not get the scholarship opportunity. So you want to try to apply as early as possible so that you can be considered for scholarship opportunities. Be sure of the field you want to go into. You don't have to go in the field of your undergraduate. That's what a lot of people get wrong. You don't have to go in the field. It will be more difficult, or it might be more difficult if you go into a different field than your undergraduate course. But if you did not enjoy your undergraduate course, then there is no point pursuing a master's degree in the same major. You can always switch majors and switch to the career of your dreams. Make sure you do a thorough school search. Look for schools, check online, they have ratings, and more often than not, these ratings are correct. Check out the school's rating, the school's cost, environment, culture, things that that you like and prefer. And most importantly, you need to check out the school's ratings for the course you're interested in. For example, if you're interested in being a bio major, ensure you go to a school that has a good reputation for biology or bioinformatics or whatever bio you're doing. Make sure you go to a school that has a good reputation. If you're going for an engineering course, usually technology schools are very good for such courses. Have a plan. What grade do you want to graduate with? Have a plan. Don't just go there for, I'm going to get my degree. Go and get a good degree. If you didn't do very well in undergrad, this is an opportunity for you to show yourself. I mean, you might be smart. Some people just don't see it, but you are smart. So, go get a good degree and, be motivated. Note this, a lot of graduate schools require the graduate students to be on a 3.0 and above GPA. So if you fall below 3.0 out of 4, then you might get kicked out. So you want to think about it twice whether you want to go to graduate schools. Make sure you want it. Make sure you want to go to graduate school. Don't go because my friend is going, my daddy said I should go, or I don't know. Make sure if you do it, it benefits you in a great way. And even though you might not be comfortable doing it, think of the long-term effects. I mean, it might not be that you actually like school. It might be that you need it for some personal reasons. Like you might need it because you seem not to get a job for a very long time. You could just go and get a graduate degree and make sure you come out with like a very good grade and get a good job. But yeah, just make sure you want it, because that's going to be your motivation for getting a good grade. Have a finance plan. A lot of people that go to graduate school are not sponsored by anybody. If you're sponsored by somebody, all well and good. But know if you're going to work and go to school at the same time. Please note that graduate school is as tedious as a full-time job. So if you're working full-time, don't take full credit hours. You could take 6 credits or less, but if you take 9 credits and above, then it's going to be so tedious for you. And also find out if your organization sponsors the staff for graduate school. I mean, just keep your options open. Think about possible ways where you could sponsor yourself. If you're not working, you could also work on campus as a teaching assistant or as a research assistant and earn stipends, for upkeep and stuff. Also, ask yourself, is graduate school necessary for the career field I am interested in? Some people do graduate school, but it doesn't move them ahead in their career area simply because the career doesn't require a graduate degree. I mean, you could have or you could have not and still be in the same level in the organization. So find out. You could better still just do certifications rather than going for a whole degree and spending like times 10 more money. So just decide and do your trade-offs. Prepare yourself mentally because there's going to be a lot of studying. Graduate school requires a lot of studying. And trust me, you might not be a studious person, but you find yourself studying because all your peers are studying 24/7. And also brace yourself up because most graduate degrees, each course in a graduate degree usually has a project associated with it, and it's usually a group project. So you're going to meet different people with different personalities, and you have to learn how to deal with people to get the job done. You have to open up your mind and you have to be mature because not everybody you're going to come across is going to be as mature as you are, or they might be so much more mature and then there'll be conflicts. So just prepare your mind that you're going to have to work with people of different races and ethnicity, and just get ready. Network. I can never place enough emphasis on networking. Like, network with your professors and your classmates. These people could help you in more ways than you think. I mean, some of them are like experts in the field, so they could help you with your coursework. Some of them could connect you with jobs. Speaking to them, you can get intellectually better. I don't know, it's just a good platform for networking and meeting people, business connections. This is the perfect time to start that up. Try to do an internship. Do an internship so that you will know what exactly you're going into, and I'll advise you do an internship in an area you're not familiar with, just so you test the waters. Most careers or majors have a broad field of jobs it encompasses, so just try to test the waters and see what you like and what you don't like. And if you're sure of what you like, all well and good, you're good to go. But if you're not sure, then it's good for you to test the waters and see what you might be interested in. Also, note that keeping relationships in grad school is difficult, so you need to prep yourself psychologically. If you have a spouse, you're dating someone, even your friends and family, you have to try to make a special time for them because they might feel neglected, because actually your book suddenly tends to take number one priority. Keep that at the back of your mind, that you might lose some friends if you're not careful, so you have to know what you're planning to do. I think you should make a time out for them specifically. You have to be very zealous with your time, just like divide your time very neatly. And also in classes, don't get intimidated by your classmates that might have more experience in the field than you. Each person learns every day. You might say something that kind of sheds some light on what they used to assume the status quo is, or everybody can learn from anybody. You might teach them one way or the other. If you have an opinion, don't be afraid to voice it out, as long as you know what you're talking about. Even if you don't know what you're talking about, just voice out your opinion and be open to correction. Also, last but not the least, pray about it, because it could be a very defining thing for a lot of people in their lives. So pray about it. And yep, that will be all. If you're going to graduate school, I wish you success, and stay strong, stay confident, and stay true to your beliefs. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I'll catch you some other time.